Well, hey folks, just got back from Idaho. I got a bucket of material here that we're going to run over the old homemade cleanup sluice. That'll be fun. I didn't take a lot of video and a lot of picture out there. I was just enjoying the time away from work and just being out away from society and being in the mountains. It was such a beautiful area. So like I said, I didn't get much video and pictures and stuff, but I'll try to stitch something together here to make a video. And in the meanwhile, I'll classify this out. We'll see some gold. There's some concentrates down the bottom of this bucket. This bucket came from camp. Nobody knew whose material that was in the bottom, and they were just gonna throw it away. So I brought it home. Might not be much gold in it, but we'll take a look, and then we'll take a look at the gold I brought home from Idaho. And yeah, I'll try to make a video out of what I did film and the pictures I did get. But like I said, I didn't film and take pictures a lot because I was just enjoying being away from work and away from society for a little while. So let's get to it. It should be fun. Okay, we got our bigs and we got our littles through the kitchen strainer here. So I'll get set up. I'll start running this, and like I said, I'll start adding in some clips of Idaho. Alright, gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Okay, I've already put a couple spoons on already just to check the flow. He's breaking up once he gets to here. Running pretty good. I don't know if there's going to be any gold in here or not, but it's going to be fun trying. So got the level. It's all level out. So yeah, I'll just keep feeding this. It's going to be fun. Now here's Shaq and his son Chris. They were actually running a 6-inch pro line that was permanently necked down to 5-inch to make it legal. Shaq invited the rest of his family out, but I didn't get permission to put them in the video, so I won't. Shaq also owns Genelux, the company that I'm quote sponsored by, because if it wasn't for Shaq, this Idaho trip would not be possible for me. So that's how he sponsors me. Beautiful Idaho. And I thought this was pretty cool. Just some wet bird tracks up over a rock. It's pretty cool. Some beautiful scenery. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right here's Mark. He's a funny guy. He was running a 4-inch Keen. Great guy, man. Great guy. And right here in a second, there's Jason. He's mine and buddy from Union Break. Him and I ride out from New York to Idaho and to California when we go to California. Great guy, man. And here's some gold in the cube. Gold in the cube. That pretty yellow metal. Of course, our eyes were bigger than what we thought. Not as much gold as what we guessed, but still some nice gold in there. Nice Idaho gold. And here's just another nice picture of Idaho. Pretty nice. Not only did I prospect out there and do some dredging, I did some fishing too. I took my 3-weight fly rod out there, and yeah, I caught some nice rainbows and cutthroats. They're actually not cutthroats. They're what I call cut bows. I think out there they call them red bands or something. But I believe they're a cutthroat and rainbow trout hybrid. And I caught a few of those, some like 12, 13 inches, but the keeper size is 14. Here's a little shot right here of a hole. I had a vantage looking down. I could see a keeper fish down there. I couldn't get him though. He wasn't hungry, or I couldn't present my fly correctly to him how he wanted it, you know. But yeah, check this out. Pretty cool little location right here. Nice, beautiful hole down below. Look at the color of the water. I'll keep feeding this thing. Okay, we came upstream fishing out here in beautiful Idaho. I'm up here on top of this precipice here. This juts way out into the middle of the river. See how high we are? But I see a trout hanging out. Let me try to get him in zoom here. See the big rock right there? Let me zoom in. Now you watch for a minute. Right in front of that rock, you see him swimming around. You might not be able to see him, but he might be a keeper size. They gotta be 14 inches to keep here, but let's try to get down there and catch that fish anyway. And I know there's more in here, but I'm gonna stand up here for a little while, do a little observation, and let's go down there and try to catch that fish. Well, I just listened to what I'm narrating here, and it's not too loud, so I'll try to speak up. I didn't catch that bigger fish in that hole, but I caught a couple other ones. And later on, we came up here to our upper claims to do a little testing. I did a little fishing. Really beautiful up here, like a calendar picture. Real rocky terrain. There I am taking a cast. Shaq took this picture. There's Mark and Jason doing some testing with a high banker. There's Chris doing some test panning. We found a little bit of gold up there. And this video can't end without some dredging, right? Here's some dredging. Jason filmed this with my new DJI camera. I tried hooking that thing to my wrist. I couldn't really film very good and dredge, so I gave it to him and he got this film here. Thanks, buddy. Let's just watch this for a minute. Have a look at the gold. A bunch of gold in there. Not a lot, but there's a bunch in there. Just the little bottom of that bucket there. Just some stuff that was sitting around at camp. I don't see anything down the vortex. Okay, before I put this in a pan, I'm gonna take my videos and see what I film now and see if I can even make anything out of it. I know I'm probably not supposed to say that, am I? And here's some more gold. This is gold spinning up the wheel, man. That thing's pretty mesmerizing when you stare at it long enough. Gold! I like gold.
Some nice pieces in there, dude.
Yeah. There's some nice gold in there. What do you think, Big Indian Rock Chief?
Why are you cool?
I like it too, Chief. I like it too. Well, as you know, time flies when you're having fun. Soon it was time to leave. Back to storage to unload all of our gear. Right here's that precipice that I was looking down at the creek from. Well, I guess I was able to put together a video. Now let's look at some more gold. Alright, let's have a look at the gold that we got out of that bucket. Let me zoom in here. Where are you? Right there. Let me get some glare out there possibly. No, that didn't help much. There we go. That ain't too bad. Nice little pile of gold there. Nice little pile of gold. Alright, let's dump all the other gold in a pan and have a look at that. Okay, here's my share of the gold that we all got in Idaho. See if we can't get a closer look at that.
What they say? What they say?
Okay? Alright, get up. Alright. You okay? I knocked you right over. Sorry about that. Nice pile of gold there, huh? Yep, that's about a 1/4 ounce of Idaho gold right there. All fine stuff. You can see the bigger pieces there. We call them pickers. Finger size. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, that's about all I got.